In today's video, we're going to be talking about how friend or family can hold you back when their lifestyle, mindset, or priorities don't match yours. All right, so for starters, I want to talk about my old friend group. It was originally like 3 of us, but then it became 4. So me and my 3 homeboys at first, we really didn't have nothing going on for ourselves, honestly. We was young, dumb, just doing stuff. So like, it came to the point where it became a distraction in my life when it came to school, like work, etc. I didn't want to go to school. We used to skip school, or me and my other homeboy, we used to skip school, go link with females and stuff. My grades started to slip. So my grades started to slip. I really didn't apply myself no more. Like I was actually like losing it. I was becoming a failure in life, a failure. But back then, I really didn't see myself as a failure. I just seen myself as being young and just wanted to have a little bit of fun. But now that I look at it, like back at it today, man, I was going down the wrong path. So I'm gonna get a little bit more into it without getting into specific details. So what we do, our everyday basis conclude of go to school. I actually went to school a little bit. Like I still graduated, got my GED, etc. But I was this close to not getting. I'm not gonna lie, this close. But luckily, I got it. So I go to school for half a day. For the most part. Our other homie, he go to school all day because he played basketball at a different school. But then we had one friend who he ain't go to school at all. So, and truth be told, that's the one I was closest with. Like we was kind of like twins. We was like the outcast of the group, like the tallest, the darkest, etc. So we became the closest. So what happened? Because, man, it was so long ago. I tried to put all that stuff, like, in the past. So the things that we would do as a friend group, we'll never, like, well, we'll uplift each other, but we'll uplift each other for the wrong things. Like, who got the baddest girl, who could last in a relationship, encourage each other to cheat on their girlfriends, etc. Like stuff like that. We didn't talk about getting no money, or we did talk about getting money, but in the wrong ways though, like fast money, illegal money, basically. So what happened? Man, I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of nerve-wracking to get on here and talk about it, but we ain't really do nothing illegal though. Nothing illegal for real. But just mainly just not being focused for real. Like, and it started to affect my adult life as well. Like when at the age of 18, technically an adult. You might still live with your parents and all, but you're technically an adult. So when we turned 18, man, we went on nothing. We was losers. I'm not gonna lie, we was losers. Like, but we didn't feel like losers though. So we had a homie who did content. He the one who brought the attention with all the females, etc. And me and my other homie, we just try to be like Luke Dennis, tall, dark skinned, just talking to all girls. That's all we did. 2 mans, 3 mans. Female. Eventually, I did get a job though. So I got me a job, but I used to skip out on work or pretend like I was going to work when my mom used to let me use a vehicle to go pick my friends up and go hang out with girls. So that money that I was supposed to be making at work, I'm taking the money that I had in my pocket that I made, not saving it, not putting it towards anything that'll help me in my future, like my stock. I took that money and basically split it with the guys on our activities. So we had our one homeboy. He wasn't as fortunate as me and my other 2, like my other 2 homeboys and stuff. Like we all had parents who like gave us bread, blah blah blah. We really didn't need for nothing. So we was really taking advantage of it. We really didn't need for anything. But him, he didn't have all that. So we'd sometimes get money from our parents before we had a job, and we'd be all going in, like 4 of us, McDonald's for $20. So anything we could get for $20, all 4 of us, one person to provide it. And honestly, we was all old enough to have a job. Like we was all old enough to have a job. There was no excuse that we should have been doing anything like that. We all should have been had our butts at work, making some money, trying to put it up. But we didn't do that. we weren't looking at it that way. We looking at it, we young. We ain't gonna stay young forever. We need to have fun. We need to blow this bread. Like, we wasn't pushing each other to be better. Like, we was all distractions to each other. So as well as they was distraction, as well as it was a distraction to me, I was a distraction to them as well. Because I encouraged it too. I think we all just became too comfortable with having each other back, but we didn't have each other back for the right reasons once again. Like, I covered for him when he did some messed up things, to like cheated on his girlfriend type of thing. We had very childish mindsets, and we was 19, 18. Like, I think it all started to change for me after, like, I got younger siblings. So I got younger siblings. When my younger siblings like seen me sneak out, I used to have them unlock the door. When my mom used to lock me out, I used to have them call my little brother, have him unlock the door and stuff so I could sneak out. I used to steal my mom's car in the middle of the night, go through things I wasn't supposed to do. You know, go pick up my friends, go hang out. Like, didn't do nothing for my life. Didn't do nothing with my life. I think it took for me was, I had a pair of Uggs. I had a job. I used to work at McDonald's. So I bought me a pair of Uggs, some Kyries, etc. I used to hoop a lot, like go to the gym every single day. But the one pair of Uggs, that one pair of Uggs, I wore that for a year straight. That's the only shoes I had was some pair of Uggs for a year straight. I swear. But I promise. I only had a pair of Uggs. All I did was wear my Uggs. I didn't have no other shoes to transition into. I didn't really, like, it was just Uggs, sweatpants, and t-shirts. Uggs, sweatpants, t-shirts. When I had money, we went to the movies, on dates with different females, like, or what else we did? Fast food, just ripping and running, just not doing anything meaningful with our life. So I think that changed for me when I first got, like, I got a good job. I finally got a good job, right? So I got me a good job, and I was able to buy a different pair of shoes eventually. So I became a shoe addict. Like, me, I got too many pair of shoes. Like, and it was still a waste of money though. Like, I was still wasting money. I wasn't profiting in anything else. I just got comfortable with it. Now I need to upgrade my life. Like, when I said I wanted to upgrade my life back then, I wanted to upgrade my life for, like, the material lifestyle, for the women, like, just to make myself look like I just had it all type thing, you know? Like, as I started to get more known, I needed to, like, up my image. So I started buying more clothes, more shoes, making myself look more extravagant, making myself look like, putting myself more out there a little bit, I should say. But whole time, like, at the time, I didn't have nothing. I was spending my last dime on that, all materialistic stuff, for a fake lifestyle that I really didn't live for real. Like, I lived it when I was out there. When I go back home behind closed doors, I'm right back to normal Trey. No nothing. The clothes, the shoes, all that stuff, just sitting there. I didn't have nothing to profit off of. I wasn't trading, I wasn't reselling. I go to work, the money I make at work, I just spend it on something I really didn't need. So, my bad, y'all. I'm outside taking a walk. So, I think the thing that really, really changed me though, for real, is my siblings. My younger siblings, I noticed, like, my little brothers, I should say, started to become accustomed to the same thing, like, as they got older. Like, they got their little friend groups and stuff. And I noticed they do some of the same things I used to do when I was around their age. And I really was like, man, growing up, they used to always want to, like, they used to want to come with me, be around me and my friends. They would surround me and my friends sometimes. And we never set no good example for them. All we did was, like, BS. We didn't tell them they need to get a job. We didn't encourage good grades. None of that. We just straight BS. So I think that's what had changed me pretty much, was being different, like, standing out. I became, like, I was like a vision board for my younger siblings, and I wouldn't say no great example. I was preparing them to be bums, because I was living like a bum myself. I'm not gonna lie. So I was preparing them to be bums mentally without even knowing it. I became a bad leader. As the oldest in the household, my mom got 5 kids. I'm the oldest out of second oldest out of 5. My older sister, she didn't live with us. Like, she grew up with us, but she really didn't because she stayed with my granny. So I was the oldest in the house. Therefore, I had the biggest example. Basically, like, my role as a older sibling was really, dang, how should I put it? Well, actually, I'm gonna take it back. I ain't gonna say my role as an older sibling, but my leadership, as an older sibling was very poor. Like, I got a little sister too. Like, I wouldn't, with the different females I had coming in and out the house or sneaking around with, talking to, I'm showing her that this is how men supposed to act. This is how men supposed to act. My brothers too. I'm showing them that this is how you're supposed to act with women. Granted, I never was really taught how to treat women or people in general. Like, I grew up house full of women. Like, all women raised me pretty much. But like, they'll get me wrong. They'll tell me the right things to do, how to treat a woman, how to, like, come off in society. But I was missing. I always grew up missing that leadership from a father figure type of thing. Like, I had my papa. My papa lived like hundreds of miles away though. We don't live in the same place. So I didn't have access to like a male role model as much, which led me down the wrong direction. Like, I pretty much made my own path and I was creating the wrong path. At the end of the day, I am grown though. As a man, I realized as I got older, like, not having a father figure didn't give me the right to act how I acted or do what I did. It was like an excuse. It was some stuff that that's pretty much was my scapegoat. For every bad action I had, I would say something like, man, I really didn't have nobody to show me like the right direction. Nobody led me in the right direction or guided me for real. And pretty much that was just an excuse, to be honest. Like, we all have decisions to make in life, I feel like, and just because some grow up with and you may grow up without some things, that's really not an excuse to make poor habits or bad decision making. And sometimes I still do the same thing today, and I'm trying to stop that, like, making excuses for myself. Like, excuses don't do nothing but progress bad habits, if that makes sense. Like, the more excuses you make, the more you're gonna mess up, the more you're gonna do wrong. You know, you're not gonna hold yourself accountable. Without accountability, you really have nothing. You know, you untrustworthy. Nobody can count on you. Like, and it kind of felt bad because nobody really could count on me. Like, I was really messing up. My family couldn't count on me. My mom, she couldn't count on me the most, and me and my mom was supposed to be close. Like, me and my mom was very close, but when she let me know, like, she couldn't count on me as much, it kind of hurt. Like, I ain't gonna lie, it kind of hurt. But shit, I mean, let me stop cussing. I kind of like got over that though, but I really just had that fear of growth though as well. Like, I didn't want to grow out of my bad habits. I felt like when I stopped trying to be around, when I didn't want to hang out anymore, people was going to call me fake or say I was acting funny. People was going to start to hate me. And granted, when I did let go and cut a lot of people off, I did get those type of messages like, you act in Hollywood, you think you too good now for blah, 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 blah. So I was really getting talked down for trying to elevate my life, which means that those people that I had around me, not my main three friends though, I'm not gonna lie, not my main three. Like, I forgot to add in, even though it was mainly us three, well, four, we did hang out with a lot of different people around the city too. We was practically friends with the whole city. Like, it was honestly ridiculous, I'm not gonna lie. Like, we was friends with every single body. So, like, I don't know. But once I started slowly removing myself from the situation, or removing myself in general to try to better myself, I did get those messages where people was like, oh, come kick it. I tell them, nah, I don't want to kick it, I'm staying in the house. Oh, you hacking, you lame, you boring. Man, what's to you? Who you think you is? Blah, 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 you know? And at first, I ain't gonna lie, it did take a toll on me at first. I was like, man, dang, maybe they are right. Maybe I am acting lame. So I kind of put my foot back in that lifestyle for a little bit. But once I stepped back out, I realized that was really the wrong thing to do. It set me back years, or not even years, like, it set me back months. months of growth. It became, I wasn't getting any knowledge. I wasn't like, I started to not take accountability anymore. I started to let my actions be an excuse for like bad habits. My bad. I just need I don't know. My bad, y'all. But yeah, I let my actions be an excuse for my bad habits. I mean, dang, I'm messing up. Talking about actions being an excuse for my bad habits. I let my I excuse my actions. I ain't trying to say like you gotta cut all the people that you hung out with off, but like you gotta make like boundaries and stuff. So, or start hanging around. The more and more people you hang out with, the less focused you're gonna be. The less people you hang out with, or you cut the people out that don't want to see you win. That's when you could keep around the people that want to help you grow, like see you grow, but don't hang out with people that's gonna constantly pull away from your growth. Like, have them boundaries. If they don't, it's either get with it or get lost. Basically, just get with it or get lost. Granted, I did keep around a few people in my life that I was able to continue to be cool with while focus on myself and work on my goals. Like, I took a trip to Miami with a few people that I'm close to. I don't really look at them as friends. I look at them as like more like brothers. You know, like we was able to go out of town together, still achieve our goals while out of town, still push each other to achieve our goals while out of town, still guide each other, give each other advice, help one another, do for another, and most importantly, man, we made it out of Miami together. Most friendships or most brotherhoods or whoever you go to Miami with, you don't normally make it. Too many people don't always make it out. We made it out as a group of 4. Like, I'm very grateful and blessed to have those people around me, as well as my other support system and my family. My family ain't always like, how do I put it? They ain't always believe in my social media goals. Like, when it came to YouTube, they didn't always believe in it. Like, it was always a waste of time, especially to my mother. But she started to pull around and become in my corner, help me, like, encourage me more and more every day. Like, when I be slacking, hey, get up and make a video. You need to get up and make a video. So I just want to thank my support system support system, my bad, y'all, that I have right now. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say for right now. I'm going to talk to y'all tomorrow.